If not, I really hope this works. But so I close it on my computer, and okay, it looks like we're good. We're good, right? I'm looking at it on my phone, so I close it on my computer so that the computer won't slow down. So I think there's a problem with my computer. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to be watching myself here. Okay, so we're continuing with part two. We're continuing with part two of this session of the Upwork tips and hacks. Upwork tips and hacks. So once again, I apologize to you guys for the technical difficulties we had earlier, but it looks like we are here. So I'm just watching myself on my phone to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And if it does, then that's going to be bad. But yes, okay. So we're part two. Hopefully, you guys will find this. Earlier we had like 60 to 80 people watching. Now 24. Hopefully, you guys will find this again, or not. If not, they're gonna find the replay. But this is the meat of the discussion. Okay, so 5 tips to find a job. Okay, so 5 tips to find a job. Okay, so first of all, tip number 1. Okay, we're in tip number 1, and if you can hear me now, if you can see me, please comment and let me know so that I know that there's no problem. Just say working, so that I know that there is no problem with it this time. Technical difficulties happen. Hopefully it won't happen again. So I just say working. Just comment down below the word working. Just to yes. Okay. There. We're back. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lilette. All right. So going back here, we are now into the meat of our discussion: the 5 tips to find a job. 5 tips to find a job. The great part of this. So number 1. Okay. Be the best match for the jobs that you like. If you want to be the best match for the jobs that you like, okay, best match, we're highlighting that, be the best match. So number 1, look for jobs that matches the skills on your profile, okay? If you're going to take notes, or if, maybe you're going to watch the replay, this is very, very important. These 2 bullet points are very important. They might seem very simple, but I want to really highlight that these are extremely important. Okay, I keep on having to refresh. Great. It's all good. So I'm just going to keep this on my phone. I'm ordering a new computer. Right now, I'm using my backup laptop. Volume Booster Jason, thank you. I'm using my backup laptop. I'm waiting for my new computer. It's supposed to arrive next week. So hopefully these kind of issues don't happen anymore. I think it's with my computer, because this is just a backup computer. Anyway, yes. These 2 things are very important. Look for the jobs that matches the skills on your profile, and check the skill tags on the job. So we have a slide here to show that. There we go. So on the left we have a job, right? And on the right we have Anna Soriano's profile. Coach, one of our coaches in the VA bootcamp, if you're not familiar with her, and she does the Just Success interviews. Most of the Just Success interviews. Sometimes I do it. We had Pinky do it sometimes, and we might have other people do it sometimes. And she does the Flip Chat and Chill with Phoenix. But anyway, yes. So here we are, and we have the job, we have the profile, and at the bottom here we have skills and expertise. On the bottom of both, we've highlighted the skills and expertise. Now, okay, number 1, match. You want to make sure that the skills on your profile match the skills in the job. Okay, so. Boom. Accounting, bank reconciliation, bookkeeping, tax preparation. So we have, let's look. Accounting, okay, it has a check mark. Whereas bank recon, it's down there. She doesn't have tax prep, though. She doesn't have tax prep, but she has bookkeeping, I think. I don't see bookkeeping there. But another tip here is, if it doesn't match, change your skills, Sometimes maybe you'll see a lot of jobs require tax preparation, and if you know how to do tax preparation, replace one of the skills that you have, like let's say data entry or email handling na hindi masyadong match sa jobs. Replace it with the jobs, or replace it with the skills na nasa jobs that you're applying for, because you want to make sure that when the client looks at your skills, they see, ito yung hinahanap ko. these are the exact skills that I want. These are the exact skills that I'm looking for in my job profile. In my job listing. These skills that you have in your profile, and they'll say, wow, I want to hire this person. Perfect. Aside from that, Upwork, the system, okay, Upwork, the computer system will automatically list you as a best match. Okay, I have an Upwork client account, and when I hire people on Upwork, it automatically says you should hire these people. You should hire these people. These are the best match for your job because the skills match what you're looking for. So if you want to come up in what we call the best match section, one of those things is having the skills that match the job post skills. Okay, so something you want to look out for. Very, very important. A lot of people don't know this, so my hacks. I'm teaching you these hacks so that you can get hired, you can get those Upwork jobs. Number 2, using filters wisely. Filters. This is a little bit advanced. Once again, a lot of newbies don't know about this. But if you're a newbie in Upwork, then lucky you for watching this. Again, if you want to share this with other Upwork newbies, this is really, really helpful. Okay. Now, we should use. I'm just trying to refresh the comments on my phone. Okay. Is it refreshing? This is the problem with technical stuff. Anyway, yeah, use filters wisely. Recommended tab shows the should match you with jobs according to your profile. If it's inaccurate, maybe Upwork finds your profile confusing. Once again, what the skills that you have in your profile, they should really be the skills that you have. Otherwise, you're gonna get weird jobs. You're gonna get jobs na hindi match sa'yo. Okay, so match the skills and then use filters. So we have the recommended jobs here. As you can see, these are the recommended jobs. And when we're doing, so jobs will pop up here, but we'll also use the search. Okay, so normally when we search, we type the term bookkeeping or virtual assistant, things like that. But what some people don't do is use what we call the advanced search or the filters. So if you can see here, there's the filters right next to the magnifying glass, and filters or the advanced search is very helpful. It's very helpful because you can search for jobs. Same thing. Number 1, look for jobs that match your skills. Here, when you're using the filters, you want to use the filters that also match your skills. So you're looking for the jobs that have the skills that are on your profile. Para once again, tamang match, perfect match. You'll be the perfect match on Upwork. And clients will love you because you're the perfect match. And Upwork, once again, will love you. They'll recommend you to the client, saying that you're the best match. Okay. So, number 3, be the earliest bird to leave a good impression. I'm periodically checking. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're good. I'm just checking every now and then. I'm gonna deal with the questions later because it's a bit hard because I'm dealing with on the phone. I'm looking at the computer at the same time, so it's a little hard right now. So I'll deal with the questions later if that's fine. Okay, guys. I'm just checking. I'm just keeping my phone open to make sure that the synchronization is working well. Okay, number 3, be the earliest bird to leave a good impression. First bullet point here is apply to jobs that are just recently or freshly posted. Suggestion around midnight our time. Okay, midnight Philippine time, not midnight US time. Okay, because tulog yung mga clients at that time. Midnight our time because number 1, a lot of the clients, that's when they're awake. And if you're competing with Filipino freelancers, that's when they're asleep. That's when they're asleep. So you want to be the first to apply for a job, or one of the first to apply for a job. Also check how many applicants have applied to the post. So for example, we have a couple of job postings here. This is posted 54 minutes ago. Has less than 5 proposals. This one was posted an hour ago. This is 50 plus proposals. Wow, it's crazy. 50 plus proposals, but it's the same thing I mentioned earlier. Now that there's going to be a fee for the connects, we shouldn't see this happening anymore. Okay, but yeah, as you can see here, when the jobs are still fresh, okay, especially if a client just posted. So think like a client. Okay, think like a client. if you're a client, you just posted, you want to hire somebody like pretty soon, you just posted a job, and once you post a job, you get a message immediately that somebody's applying. Of course, you're going to reply to that, and especially if the proposals are very few. Okay, you're going to look at every single proposal. You're going to maybe message every single person who applied for the job. Compared to this here at the bottom, the 50 plus, you're not going to look at every single proposal. Ang dami niyan, 50 plus. Sometimes you can get like 100 proposals. The client's not going to look at every proposal. They're just going to like, okay, ito na lang. Let's choose this person who matches the skills and then comes up as best match. So once again, we're going back to that skills matching in the profile and in the job. But yes, this tip number 3 is, apply to fresh jobs, and especially those that have less proposals. Okay, that have less proposals. Now, when you open the job here, so this is an example of the job listing itself. So once again, posted 22 minutes ago, and you see that there are proposals, less than 5 proposals. Freelancer type. This is confusing, like freelancer type, freelancers only. It can sometimes clients post jobs that only agencies can apply to, so it's going to say agencies only. Most of the time it's freelancers only. Job success score at least 90%, and there are check marks here if you match the requirements. Upwork hours, at least 100 hours. English level, native or bilingual, and there's an exclamation point here. That means that you don't match this requirement. So what do? Do you just not apply? No. Okay. Even if you don't match the requirements, you can still apply. You can still apply for the jobs. Okay. You can still apply for the jobs even if you don't match all the requirements. In Bisaya, daogan na sa cover letter, or in Tagalog, it would be, win it with a cover letter. Panalohin mo yun? I don't know what it is in Tagalog, so some Bisaya help me out. Daogan na sa cover letter, just write a good cover letter. Use your cover letter skills, and we have this in the bootcamp. If you're a bootcamp student, we teach you the IDA structure, we teach you the rope structure, and you get feedback on your cover letters in the hustle challenge. Use that. That even though you're not 100% sa preferred qualifications, you can still get hired. And it happens all the time. Now we see students na hindi 100% match sa preferred qualifications, but they still get hired because they have a strong cover letter. Okay. All right. Everything is in sync. Everything's working here. And don't forget to share this, guys. If you shared part 1, also share part 2 of this live video. Okay. Tip number 4. Choose the better client. So check the client history and check how much they've spent before. Okay. So we want to choose, if we have a lot of jobs that we're applying to, we want to choose clients na, okay, here, payment method verified, they have good ratings, good reviews, they have a good hire rate. It's scary if they have a low hire rate. That means na, they posted many jobs, pero hindi sila nag-hire. You can see the average hourly rate paid, $9.89, that's pretty good. Sometimes you'll see clients na average hourly rate $3. You'll say, kuripot ang client na to. Right? So you want to look here, if you have the option of choosing your clients and choosing which jobs to apply to the ones that have good feedback. Same here, when the clients look at you, they want to choose people that have good feedback also. Okay. However, there's clients' recent history here. You can see the previous jobs, how much they've paid for similar jobs. This will also help you in choosing how much you're going to propose to the client. You want to propose a similar rate to similar jobs. This is a $5. This is a researcher. $20 for website stuff. $10 for a research engineer. $4.50 for researcher din. So you can see the range that they're charging for the different kinds of jobs din. And one thing that's also really nice is that you can find the client's name. Okay, so you can see here, Billy is a great client with interesting. Billy is a great guy. So when you write your cover letter, you can say, hey, Billy. It's very personal. Even though you can't see it's a job post, you can see it in the recent history. Now, you can say, hi, Billy. I'd love to help you with, and so on. You write your cover letter. Okay. Now, even if the client, as you can see here, is new in Upwork, payment verified, zero spent. Even though they're new in Upwork or they're payment unverified, it's okay. It's okay. This is a actual job. This is an actual job na initially payment unverified, pero naging payment verified siya. Kasi payment unverified here. Pero later on, this client became payment verified because this client, ito unverified kasi hindi pa siya nababayad ng freelancer. So, once they pay a freelancer, it's going to become payment method verified. Okay, so, don't worry, it's not necessarily a scam. Of course, you want to be careful. Be careful of scams, but just because just because payment unverified and $0 spent si client doesn't mean na scammer siya. Okay? Baka bago lang siya, diba? New client lang siya. Okay. So, following all that we've discussed, so this is the criteria. Okay, so how suited is a job post to your skills? Okay. How suited is a job post to your skills that you have on your profile? How long ago was a job posted? How many proposals have been sent to the client? We don't want to apply for damning proposals. Has the client spent money on freelancers before? Does the client have great feedback? And is the client new in Upwork and in hiring freelancers? Okay, so these are some criteria that we want to look at when we're choosing which jobs to apply to. Okay. Now, we've talked about applying to jobs. We've talked about choosing which jobs, but don't forget about your profile. Like at the beginning of this webinar, I said in part one, may part one, part two, parang Star Wars or something. In part one, I said spend time on your profile. Okay? But also, aside from spending time on your profile, don't forget about your profile. Maybe you spent time on it 3 months ago. You spent 4 hours on creating your profile, but don't forget about it. Don't forget about it. Make changes every now and then to boost your profile activity. And this is a show chart. There you go. Whenever you update your profile, it kind of refreshes. So Upwork thinks, or Upwork sees it, na you've made changes. So Upwork will prioritize your profile compared to if you don't change it. So refresh it every now and then. When I was very active on Upwork, I would update my profile at least once every 2 weeks. Make some changes in skills, make some changes in profile, make some changes in portfolio, make some changes even to job title, and so on. If you receive an invite, accept the interview button, click the accept the interview button and reply. Remember, di ka naman i-interviewin agad-agad. You can set schedules. The client's gonna chat with you. So don't be scared. If you receive an invite, click it right away. Because if you don't click on it, the client's gonna think, ay, hindi naman to interested, or maybe this person isn't available. They're going to invite someone else na lang. And then that person's gonna reply, they're gonna get the job and not you. So if you receive an invite, click accept immediately as soon as possible. And then you're still gonna chat naman with the client. We had a student who said na, I didn't click accept the interview kasi natakot ako, baka interview na ako agad. You won't be interviewed right away. You're gonna coordinate muna with the client. Okay. If the client replies again, you can come up or agree with the schedule of the interview. That's what I mentioned earlier. Here, you can see the profile. You can see the profile views, and as you can see here, between January 2 and January 9, there's a big jump there. That's because the profile was updated. Actually, there was a update made on the profile. Kaya parang Upwork prioritized it more than before. So yeah, you do want, if you're seeing low profile views, you do want, maybe you should update your profile, but Upwork's going to prioritize it more. Okay, now we have the accept interview and the decline button. So accept interview, once again, as soon as possible. And even if you don't like the job, if you don't want it, click decline if you don't like the job, because it's going to affect your responsiveness. That Upwork rates your responsiveness, meaning if you don't reply to messages, parang hindi ka masyadong interested sa mga jobs, diba? Or hindi ka masyadong interested na like sa mga clients. So even if you don't like the job, click decline, kasi that counts as a reply rather than sin zone mo lang yung job, diba? If you just sin zone it, Upwork's gonna think, ay, hindi naman, this freelancer is labo naman ito, why klaro, ang labo naman itong freelancer na to, parang hindi naman nagre-reply. So, wala, diba? They just scene zone the jobs. So click decline. Okay, click decline if you don't want the job. If you want it, click accept interview. And do this as soon as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to browse through this right here. I won't spend too much time on this. We're already going over time. But we have what an offer looks like. So when you accept an offer here, track time with the desktop app because in most jobs in Upwork, you're going to be charging hourly and you're going to be paid hourly. So don't forget to turn on, when you do work, don't forget to turn on your time tracker. Choose which contract if you have multiple contracts, choose which contract you're working on, and then turn on the time tracker. This is, when you receive an invite, here's an example. Thank you for inviting me, hire me, and I'll finish this task for you ASAP. And the client hired her $15 an hour for typing from PDF to Word. And that's how strong Anna's profile is. Now, kahit data entry, pwede $15 an hour. Lakas ng profile nito, di ba? And you can do that too. She used the IDA and rope principles as a student of the VA bootcamp. So you can see there. Another offer, $20, 3 pages PDF type. As you can just go over here. You can pause this presentation and look at the details here. I won't spend that much time here. So what's important about here, what I want to highlight to you guys is this part here. The main thing here is that this is hourly, so made time tracker. Here is fixed price. So you can coordinate with the client if you want it hourly, if you want a fixed price. And if it's fixed price, you don't need to use the time tracker because you're not charged per hour, you're charged for the entire job. You're not paid hourly, you're paid for the entire job. Okay, so now when you do receive an invite, here's a suggested script for you to use. Hi, thanks for the offer. I just have a couple of questions about the tasks so I can assist you best. Are you available for a quick chat or call? Or you can tell her, yeah, I'd love to do this for you right now. Let's do this. That's Anna's way. Sige, go. I'll do it now for you. But you can use this recommended script as well. Okay, we're a little bit past the time. But we did have some technical difficulties, so it's fine. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat. I'll get to them pretty soon. But before that, I do want to, especially if you're new on Upwork, I do want to recommend you guys to sign up for a PayPal account. This webinar is brought to you in cooperation with PayPal. PayPal is one of our partners, and sign up for a PayPal account. It's a free account. It's totally free to get a PayPal account. And once you have a PayPal account, you have to go through approvals of PayPal. So sign up now, diba? Sign up now para when you get paid by a client, diretso na. You don't have to go through the approval process pa. Hindi ka na maghintay. Okay. Oh, was there a problem here? Is it still working? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay. There we go. Most freelancing platforms support multiple payment gateways, but a preferred method is PayPal, or you can use local funds transfer to transfer directly to the bank. Once again, PayPal is free, so sign up lang sa PayPal and you can send it directly to GCash, parang 10 seconds lang from sending PayPal to GCash, or 1 minute. When working directly with foreign clients, PayPal is preferred rather than Western Union. Medyo mahirap yung Western Union, medyo hassle compared to PayPal. So I've used PayPal for more than 10 years now. Before I became a freelancer, I started using PayPal, and I'm still using it today. So yeah. I trust PayPal, and they've been legit to the company. They're not scammers. Okay, you can do international transfers. Clients send you money via PayPal, and you can transfer it to your bank account. Just sign up at PayPal.com, get that free PayPal account. And if you're new to freelancing, if wala kang naintindihan dito, and if you're very confused, head over to Free VA Course. And even if you're not confused and you're still new to freelancing, head over to freevacourse.com. We'll get you. You'll learn how I got started with freelancing, and how I got from 25,000 pesos a month, which is kind of the first month I went full time, to 80,000 pesos a month as a freelancer, and we talk about that there over at freevacourse.com. And we also have our paid course, the VA Bootcamp, which teaches you skills We have a coaching program. We have a great community. So we're at vabootcamp.ph, and that is a paid course. So may bayad yun. But if you want yung free muna, ito muna ang freevacourse.com. But if you want to learn like yung paano yung cover letter, yung details niya, we have like more than 10 hours of tutorials just covering everything about becoming a virtual assistant over there, and best practices, how to what we talked about today. This is very little compared to what we have in the bootcamp, and we have in coaching. We have a 75% higher rate with our coaching program. Very happy about that. And you have a great community. We have great students. We have great coaches, and I'm very happy with the community we have. All right, so we'll go over some questions. Whew. Okay. Ang hirap naman sa mobile. Let me open the computer, and I hope na hindi siya maghahang or anything. Close ko lang yung PowerPoint ko. Okay, let's go. Let's go with some questions. So on the cell phone, it's only showing me parang ilang messages lang. Hi Bong, hi Melanie, applying for. Okay po ba yung job rapido? I'm not sure with job rapido. Parang small company siguro yun. But you want to be careful with small companies. We have a guide in our blog. We have a blog post about avoiding scams. So if you're worried about that, we can have somebody's going to reply to this. We have some moderator who can give you the links of blog. If you want to check it out, vabootcamp.ph/blog. We have yung mga guides on how to identify yung mga scam posts and so on. Hello, Joyce. Hello. Can you be applied if the client is looking for a rising talent and 100% job success? Yes, Lilette. Very, very much, yes. And ito yung secret ito. A lot of people don't know this, pero default setting kasi yun na parang naka-check. When you create a job, and I only found this out because I created jobs on Upwork, na when you create a job, naka-default setting na rising talent or 100% JSS, job success score. And that's what JSS is. So the client, most of the time, they don't change the default settings. That's why it appears like all the jobs have that setting na preferred rising talent or 100% JSS. So even if you're not rising talent or 100% JSS, yes, you can still apply to those jobs. Just have a very strong cover letter have a strong cover letter, prove to the client that you can do the job. Use the IDA and rope structures that we talk about in the boot camp, and yeah, you can still get it. We have students all the time who get hired even though they don't meet the criteria listed by the client. I am open sa computer. Sheila pauwi pa lang from Olongapo. It's not opening here. Okay, let me try to open it. I know there were questions earlier. I can't. Let me try to pull them up here, guys. What was that? Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me try to open the comments properly. Wait, comments. This is why I'm buying a new computer. I can't. Let me try to. It's up here, AMD Ryzen. There we go. Okay, there. I have it open. Okay, I answered this question. Already. Okay. Yes. How to apply? Well, we showed how to apply earlier. Kind of. You can apply to jobs, but yeah, create an Upwork profile or take. Vanessa Olivas, take the freevacourse.com. We show you some screenshots there on how to apply to jobs. So that's covered in the free VA course. This is why I usually encounter this kind of hiring. My problem is not knowledgeable in U.S. taxation, but I have an experience in Philippine taxation. Iba yung U.S. taxation actually. So if you don't know U.S. taxation, then if you just know Philippine taxation, they have a different taxation system. If you're a tax accountant, then it's easy for you to learn U.S. taxation. Pag-aralan mo lang, it's not that hard, really. You won't be a CPA, but at least you'll be familiar with how tax works. There's federal tax, state tax, and then we have the employee taxes. We have the federal the FICA taxes, Social Security tax, Medicare. We have unemployment tax. Sometimes there's city tax. It's easy if you already know Philippine tax. It's not that hard to learn American tax, pero you'll still have to study it. It'll just take you a few hours of studying them. And there are lots of, just Google it online and just study it. And then once you study it, once you review it, you can tell the client, yeah, I'm familiar with U.S. taxation. It's totally fine. Okay, yes. Okay, I think we're good. Thanks, hope I could enroll soon. Yeah, Melanie, it would be great if you could enroll. We do have, like I said, we do have our 75% higher rate. You have a great community. We have the guides, your question answered, and more. So, yeah, it would be great if you enroll. And yeah, we'd be glad to have you. Glad to have you, a student. Okay, it looks like... Ay. Nawala. Back to the beginning. But yeah, these are all the slides. I'll go to the end. End. So, yes. Okay, I don't think we have any more questions. Double checking lang. Double checking. Nag-reply pala si Anna dito. Apply ka lang basta sa CL ka bumawi. Daw na sa cover letter or sa cover letter ka bumawi. Napansin ka ni client, use ka IDA or rope that when setting a quality cover letter. Idol ko Sir Jason pati VA bootcamp. Di lang ko makapa-enroll pa. Oh, it's all right. Germany. But we do have the installment program. So if you can't afford yung one-time payment, installment ka muna. Just get the installment muna, and then you can just pay it in installments instead of the one-time payment. Good evening, Milay. We're actually done, almost done. Juliet, watching from the Princesa. Good evening, Jade. Elmer, if you are creating profiles to Upwork and you are currently residing in Middle East, anong address po gamitin ko? Philippine po ba or abroad? Great question, Elmer. The thing with Upwork location is you have your bank account. The country of your bank account has to match whatever you have in Upwork. So if you're living in Saudi ba? Let's say Saudi or Middle East, wherever, Saudi or Qatar or Oman or something. If you're living in Saudi and you have a bank account in Saudi and you're going to receive your funds in Saudi, then that's when you choose your location as Saudi. Pero if you're living in Saudi but your bank account is Philippines, then choose your location as Philippines. Okay, so that's the number one criteria that I would say is important when it comes to choosing your location on Upwork. There are also taxes. Some countries charge specific taxes or do tax declaration, especially if you're US based and you choose US, you'll have to pay additional. You will have to pay taxes. Maubos na ako ng boses. Okay. Charmaine, it's a good investment to enroll at VAB. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Yes, it is. I'd say it is a great investment. Where there's kung may VAB dati when I was still starting freelancing, it would be great. Really helped me out. All right, I think that's it. We are good. I'll wait for one more minute to see if there are any other questions. But yeah, share this, guys. Share this as well with your family and friends. If you the VA course, if wala silang alam about freelancing, share the free VA course with them muna, because that's kind of the intro. Baka they'll get confused if you just share this webinar with them immediately. Masyadong confusing. But yeah, the free VA course, it kind of gives you the introduction. And if you're confused, if you don't know how to apply, if you don't know about payment methods and Upwork and virtual assistant, check out freevacourse.com. There, check out freevacourse.com. All right, it looks like we are good. We are done. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for... I had the Rising Talent starts today. Yay! Great. Good job. You got it thanks to the community. Great. Yeah, we have a great community, very supportive. I'm very proud that our members are very supportive. And I'm also very busy. I can't always reply to messages and questions, but our community is very helpful, very supportive, and they love giving back to everybody. So thank you so much, guys, and you have a great